Hello. We were talking Gundam Assemble. Because apparently Gundam Assemble is, it's releasing at the end of the year. Is that right? November 2026. So really at the end of the year. The price point's already, that's probably the MSRP, and that's what discount they're offering on this particular site that I've never visited, but I know some people do. So the rules are coming out, the things are coming in, everything's going the way of Gundam, I think. So, Joe, you were saying that the initiative's better than in 40K?
Yeah, because they have a set initiative order based on the unit, I think, I remember seeing.
So it's based on the unit itself?
Yeah, think of it, it reminded me a lot like how it is in the Harebrained Schemes BTA. Where depending on the classification of the mech is when it activates.
Oh, well, that's... Airbrain Scheme Battletech's initiative was a little bit weird, but I understand why they did it that way. And that's not a bad way of doing it. This is really a skirmish game. It's not meant to be.
It's not the full-on war game.
Yeah, it's the... I mean, if we see the size of the map, it's not massive. And you've got little cardboard standing thingies with effects on them. So it's a bit like Super Robot Wars as well, if you've played the video games. So it might not... I'm pretty sure it's going to be functional as a game. Now, will they be printing enough? That's one question. Second, will it be reasonable and playable? Well, that's another question altogether. How things will mesh is really how it will end up selling. But I have good... The biggest problem is that it's Bandai. So you never know how things are going to go.
It means what's going to happen is that this game is going to... I mean, it's going to be gangbusters. Do you hear me? Am I coming in clear?
Yeah.
Because I cannot make this clear enough. This game is going to sell. Like, my homeboy down in Texas, shout out Jumpin' Jason, Mechhead Studios, the real Mechhead Studios, not to be confused with the ones that DFA Wargaming uses. He did the math. He said if you were to buy all the deluxe starter boxes they're going to drop on day one is going to be almost $600 US. So the kid is saving up. You understand? I'm willing to drop Battletech for this thing. You'll never see me in this stream again. But I know for a fact that Bandai is going to take all of our money. We're going to see a couple of releases. There's even going to be P Bandai releases for this game. I'm going to have no choice but to buy fucking P Bandai releases. I hate P Bandai. And then after about a year, it's going to be worse than Games Workshop. You remember how Games Workshop did, what was that Cursed City, Dead City, whatever shit? Big, huge game, going to be an awesome dungeon crawler. No one knows anything about it. Yeah, this game's going to get fucked worse than Aeronautica Imperialis.
I'm not sure, for one simple reason. They created a division just for that game and such, basically.
So it's not going to be subject to the what if we eat our fan base for quarterly profits?
Yeah, they've got their own division and their own like little sub company for it. So they want to get into that market, and they want to eat everybody's money, eat everybody's lunch.
Because there is Warhammer in Japan, right? We've seen the Japanese releases of like the Space Marine Heroes back in. Oh God, I was
10 years ago.
I was about to say back in the day, and then I caught myself because I was like, hang on, that was like 2017, 2018. And then I was
10
like,
years ago.
Huh, that's almost 10 years ago. That is back 10 years ago does in fact count as back in the day. God, I am old. Millennial existential crisis right here.
But Warhammer is stupidly expensive in Japan, while this will probably be reasonably priced for Japan.
Stupidly expensive here.
No, not even. I mean, the
Yeah.
starter set with 6 minis is $35 MSRP. So in Canada, it'll probably be around 50. For me, for you guys, $36, $38. And I mean, the mini
What's the
quality
starter
seems
set with
to
10
be.
minis?
We'll look at it in a second. I've got the tabs open for it. I mean,
Oh, sweet.
we've got something to talk about. Gavin Kennedy, welcome in. Jeffrey Cuddle Trousers, welcome in as well. If we can get some Gundam lambs. I mean, I want to see the base size versus Battletech's base size, but those bases look big.
You want to see just how big they are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Well, they say 2
I will
inches for them, so
well,
they are.
From what I understand, they're going to be similar, if not the same, as the miniatures that were released with the card game, right?
Yeah, they're the same.
So
They're the same.
because my phone is stupid and will boot me out if I leave, I'm going to leave and rejoin. But in about 45 seconds,
I've got a
check your
picture
DMs,
here
ATN.
from the CGL purple colored, but that's RX 78.9, 78.2, and that's a.
I have additional pictures you can use. Fresh.
This one here tells me it's about the same scale. I was expecting them to be a little bit bigger. The bases might be where we've got a weird thing going on.
The bases are bigger than the hex, and given that the mobile suits like the Zaku's that I took pictures of with a Warhammer and a Marauder, given that one of them I think is like kneeling with the bazooka up, they look like they're the same size and scale, but
they're bigger.
they are in dynamic poses. So if you imagine that 78.2 standing up straight, it is in fact taller
might
than
actually,
the Vulture.
You might be surprised that it's probably to scale, because battle mechs are about 75% smaller than a Gundam.
Yeah.
So when we get the victory stuff, did I say that out loud?
With this game though, I do want to be positive and say that with this game, if they want to keep a game like this alive and moving, they have so much lore and so many series, plus the Mobile Suit Variation series attached to every single series. Like, just with Gundam The Origin alone, the Mobile Suit Variation, Mobile Suit Discovery from that, it's like, there's the Dom Prototype, the Goof Tactical Demonstrator, Caecilius Forces Zaku's, the Black TriStar Zaku 1s. Like, your Gundam Thunderbolt, instead of a ship, you get the freaking Mobile Fortress Zok and Act Guys, So, like,
I can't wait to see the size of the Big Zom if they ever make it.
This is the Big Zom, just the Corvette with legs.
The Big Zom is a Corvette with legs, yes. While the Zeong is a mech without legs. So you mix the two together, watcha! You've got the super gun. No, never.
I have been told that if you take the Master Grade Dom / Rick Dom, pull its legs off and put it on a high grade or real grade Zeong, it's a very quick, easy, cost-effective way to get a maybe not cost-effective way, but it's how you get a perfect grade. It's how you get a perfect Zeong.
A perfect Zeong, which never reached production. But I mean, $36 for a 78 in a dynamic pose, a Char Zaku. I don't know why they put Wing Gundam Custom and regular Epion, because that just doesn't. It should be regular Wing Zero and Epion, or Wing Zero Custom.
Is it Wing Gundam Zero Custom, or is it Wing Gundam
Zero
Custom?
Zero? It's Zero Custom. That is
weird.
It's Zero Custom because it has the feathered wing. It's because that's the model people like because of the feathered wings.
Because you have to buy them all. Don't you want to collect the Gundams? Don't you want them?
One thing I hope is that those bases there, that older, they start selling a clear version rather than that.
That's the P Bandai version, dude. P Bandai will be the one with the multicolored runners and the clear bases. Don't you know it?
Well, they might just sell the clear bases and the runners separately. Like I said, it's a different division doing that. So who knows how it's gonna go. This is gonna be terrible to paint. I am already an awful painter. This is gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah,
But
paint
just-
modelers,
just-
at least
just
they know they can't get away with poor build quality. They're
No.
not going to be able to have these melted molds being shipped out.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
They will be
have the
they will be a better quality than Games Workshop. I mean,
No, it'll be
go to
comparable to Game Workshop. It'll be much better than CGL. Game Workshop quality
Go-
models are still the top of the line.
go
Let's
to
be
any
honest. Except for the resin.
Warhammer.
Except for the resin.
Go to any Warhammer YouTube Goobers channel and watch them build a Gundam and watch them gush for like 5 minutes about how much easier and cleaner a Gundam kit, even when it's one that's like from 2007, a high grade from 2007. Like I think Gundam Mark II is from 2007 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like, oh, it's so much cleaner than a GW kit. You just clip it off the trees, clean up the nub, and it's clean. You don't have seam mold line removal. Oh, it's so much better.
Well, it's because
Why
it's not
can't
the same
GW? Why
scale.
can't GW give us this? And it's like, GW
It's not the same
could,
scale.
But, eh.
It's not the same. I mean, if you're doing we'll really see with those. Bearded Coyote say you need to buy it for him for his birthday. I'm not sure who that is. Might be.
Oh,
quite likely
Bearded
one of your friends.
Coyote is my that is actually my little brother. Yes.
Oh.
Hello, Bearded Coyote.
But I mean,
Yes,
if you look at the
and,
build
I
quality, we
will-
do
I will
see the build
consider it.
quality here. I mean, I
Yes.
do see a little line here. I mean, that. You see a little. No, okay. I thought it was a clip line here, but no, just as a.
It's mold line. It's an actual molded line on the thing.
Yeah, it's a molded line on the thing rather than a terrible mold line. We're not used to that in Battletech. But you do get that on Games Workshop kits.
Some
I
of
mean, Game Workshop infantry kits are remarkably good.
Some of them.
I
Some of
maintain
them,
that.
okay.
I don't know. We'll wait and see when they come out. Maybe I'll be home that Wednesday night and I can turn my camera on like I did for the Davion book,
Mhm.
and we'll go through. Cause I will get this.
I will at least get this starter kit
Yeah.
when it comes out, and this I'll probably get for Christmas. 'Cause
And
that's
Bearded
the
Coyote,
big kit.
these are not actually dropping until October, I believe. So
November, they're saying.
November.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we
Either
got
way,
in the
that's the kit for me right
in
there.
the
Hell
big
yeah.
box. The big box that's $100. $100 is not terrible for all the plastic you get in it. Let's be quite
How many
honest.
models?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4, 2 big models, a Zeong, 2 small models, and 8 infantry. Regular.
What are
mech
those?
models.
Are those? Because I see a stand with a twin barrel and a single barrel ball.
Yep.
What is that on the stand next to it?
Ogo, which is basically the Xeon version of the ball.
Okay.
Which
We've
is
got a
never in the
Xeon
show.
head.
That was never in the show because that's what they built before the Zaku.
Yeah.
Basically, it's for
Yeah.
space construction, and then you mount a machine gun on it, and
It's
So you
in
got
the
a
Zaku-
backpack.
The only thing I know about Gundam is one of the earliest versions of the Zaku's was called the Crab. That's about it.
But I mean, I'll do videos on those. Jeez, no. If
Oh.
I get into the Gundam game, I'm gonna get roasted and killed because I might know a little bit of my shit on Gundam, but Battletech is stats, Battletech has numbers, Battletech has things that I can easily quantify. Gundam is magic.
Gundam
3/4
is
of the time.
whatever the showrunners need it to be at the time. GPO2 has a nuclear bazooka that somehow in outer space turns into a giant beam and just evaporates the Federal fleet.
Yeah, because they never built that again later either. Never mind.
Yeah.
So you get a Zaku 1, a Rig Dom, because it's
Mhm.
flying, a Zaku 2 E-War custom with the backpack here, from what I see. They'll probably just be
Huh.
statted as a Zaku 2, but with the backpack shows me like it's the E-War version. Zeong and Zeong Ed. Okay, this is a little bit, lame, but life is life.
The Zeong is going to be like the boss mech that, like, when you kill it, it's still on the table because of the head.
It'll
The
have a
head
special
Psychomu
rule
system.
just for that.
Yeah,
Which is fun.
exactly.
A gym, you'll probably need about 72 of those at some
That's
point.
That's the P Bandai release. The gym company, the
It's
Zaku
like your
company.
It's like your Urban Mech company, but it's gym.
I was about to say it was going to be the Urban Mech Company.
it's
Between
gonna
an
be
Urban
P
Mech and a
Bandai.
gym, it is actually a challenge to know which one I'll take.
Stinger.
The
Was it gym
GM,
or the
because
one
it's
that
a
had the
mass.
stick and not like a proper sword.
Well, it's an energy sword, so
There's one that had it worse.
oh boy, we'll see.
But
We'll
I
see the
take
other
the G-
kits.
I take the GM over the Urban Mech simply because, yes, it is a GM. Also, it's still a mass productive Gundam type.
It has arms. True, that's a huge advantage over the Urban Mech.
Yes.
There we go. You get a ball custom and a ball. I don't know if you'll be able to put boat. You'll probably put boat on the standee for the unit.
Yeah.
You got the Ogo, a Musai class ship. I don't know if it has an actual designation. The not the Arg. Is it the Argama? The white base. White base. There you
Yeah,
go.
it's white base and a Musai. That's a Musai cruiser.
You got a Gundam with twin bazookas because Amiro's on fire. You got the gun cannon and the gun tank. I mean, everything in there is for your UC fan, but the UC fans will love it. I mean, it's basically Battle of Abawaku, so it's reasonable.
Any Gundam fan's gonna love it. Like you can't not. It's Grandpa.
Now for my
Detail
quality
looks
of
good.
Details look good. I mean, we do see them like fairly zoomed in compared to sometimes when you look at things. The paint jobs they got is reasonable. They don't have probably the painters that they have at the other places, and they might have used the regular painters that they have for their Bandai kits. So they're like, this stuff is too small for me. But they'll get better. But it's
very telling though that Gun Sangyo in this announcement also because Gun Sangyo does the Gundam paints. Like you get a glass jar pot of Gun Sangyo and it's Char red. Well, this is clearly for Char Zaku. Gundam blue. They actually have what are we calling this? Gundam Assemble? They actually have jars that say Gundam Assemble on them. So they are actually, Gun Sangyo will be doing paint specifically for this game.
Yeah, I mean, they're putting their money down with that.
Is that a unicorn?
Set. That's unicorn. That's the same set. Those are also coming in November. So that's probably like, those are your starter set. This is the first like booster. But $40 for 3 minis is okay. This one's a bit
GW. Still cheaper than GW.
Still cheaper.
Three blade guards are like $70
this week.
Well,
and you need this week, and you need 18 of them in your army.
Well, yeah, Fubal's the ones that's been buying the GW stuff recently, so. You wouldn't know their pricing.
I was buying resin, so I was even more screwed.
Well, yeah.
So what else is in there? Is that a Delta Plus?
It's the Delta Plus Unicorn and Torohachi. This one is, it's okay.
I want the Unicorn and the Delta Plus.
Which from Mercury? Okay, well, they had to give them something.
Hey, wait, that's still better than most of the CGL where you only want the one mini.
Yeah,
True.
Mhm.
So I don't like Witch of Mercury, but and a lot of people are in the same boat. But this will sell a gangbuster as well because there are a
Same.
lot of.
I mean, same,
With-
but I will say Gundam Calibarn does look really cool. I do fancy Gundam Calibarn HG.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, same price. Here you get 3 full mobile suits. So this
Yes.
box might be a better value. The other boxes we don't have the full thing on it.
That is
Rambo
a
Raw
goof.
Zaku. Rambo Raw
That is a goof.
and the Magellan
Magella
tank
attack tank.
and the Magella attack planes. When the tank gets blown off, you just fly off with the turret. Greatest invention ever. Go Xeon. This one here, you just want one mini, but it's a mini you really want because it's a freaking goof. But
Well,
it's
and I also would like
but it's
a
not Norris
company of-
Packards. Once we get Gundam 08 with Norris Packards, goof, I'll buy 7 copies of that box and make
Well,
myself
we
a
also-
company of goofs.
we also would like a company of Magellans. They're probably going to be really cheap point filler fire support type thingies.
I don't
I
know
don't know
the
what the
game
pointage
works
is.
yet, so
Yeah, exactly.
we'll have to see how they interact with things.
Yeah.
This is Gundam Wing kit,
Operation
Wing,
Meteor.
Wing, Heavy Arms, and Death Side. The 3 you actually want, you get. I'd like
I want
Altron.
the Chinese guy.
Yeah, I'd want Altron, but this one's always a weird one because he's never friends with anyone. He always gets into fight with everybody, so he'll probably get his own box. And Quattro will have the Sandrock and 2 Maganax for sure when it comes out, because that's what I would do if I were Bandai. So this kit here will sell Gambuster in North America.
That was a lot of its introduction to Gundam through Gundam Wing on Tsunami.
Gundam Wing on Toonami and YTV in Canada. That was
Ah.
huge. And this is the bad guys. Whoa. This is the bad guys from Wing. So you have a Talgiz, a Ground Leo, and a Space.
With a big fuck off gun.
Well, which one's gonna sell better? Because I know a lot of people like the tall geese.
No, people will buy boat kits. People will just buy boat kits and play the game with boat kits. I mean, it's still like, let's say $90 to get boat kits. It's really not that bad. It's not going to be that expensive. And I mean, you might need to buy a company of Leo at some point because it's another one of those things you need companies of. But the space type Leo as the laser cannon, as the beam cannon instead of a regular gun. So, I mean, this is what has been announced for it at this point.
Microphone check.
You're loud.
Very loud.
Oh, then you feel like you're in the other room.
Yeah.
I can hear everything.
You hear the lot lister that got tied up in the back?
You mean,
There's already
we-
a version of Gundam Assemble being worked on for Tabletop Simulator, so
oh, geez,
Outstanding.
already. And I mean, if you're really cheap, like me, you just go to and you buy the actual I grade kits of all those things, and you build the I grades, and you play on a bigger table. You will see people do that. I am certain that within like 2 weeks of this thing being released, you'll have the rules for playing with your full-on Gunpla rather than just the minis.
You mean they're going to try and make what's his name? With his Lament cry, because they'll actually have big tabletop rules.
Yeah, they'll make Lauren and Randall cry because they'll actually have rules for playing with big models. I mean, I'm not. This can easily eat CGL's entire lunch, not just part of their lunch money. Like the entire lunch can be
Instead,
eaten by this.
Don't threaten us with a good time.
I mean, it basically means that they need to get their fingers out their nose and start working on product.
Better product.
Give us a better product. Yeah. Heavy Gear's not a huge contender anymore against Battletech. But this, I want to play big robots. Oh, I have the choice between Battletech that I have no idea what it is and Gundam. The average person will go to Gundam. If it works, if given Mr. Kennedy's telling, you have to use the full box and not substituting any units like Star Wars Shatterpoints. If it's that, it's not going to work as well as they.
Hey, Shatterpoint doesn't matter anymore. They legended it.
Did they kill off that game as well? I mean, they kill a game every 2 years for Star Wars.
They basically shifted it to their version of GW for Old World and Horus Heresy. So it's except they're actually making units for those two games, and that's what they're doing with this one.
The biggest problem, Star Wars could have been a huge thing in wargaming, but they released so many games that people just don't want to buy them anymore. They just don't want to get into it anymore.
The other problem is you had different scales too. That was probably even the bigger problem.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they were all different scales. You had a 25 millimeter, you had a 32 millimeter. Whoa, you're still super loud, Tanky.
Not even saying anything.
You're breathing hard.
But here we have a picture that he brought up here. So you have the kneeling Zaku and the standing Zaku. Yeah, they're bigger than the Marauders, so that's bigger than a heavy mech. They're probably to scale because Battletech mechs are smaller than Gundam mechs. So it kind of makes sense. But, you know, it's weird.
No.
It is a really odd kind of situation.
No. They started with one important thing. They decided on the scale.
Oh, they gotta stick with that.
Yeah.
They gotta stick with it. Well, I mean, the ships are not to scale. That's for sure. The ships are not to scale to the mechs. But that's how they went. But, I mean, they take 3 X's. So, yeah, that's a game.
I mean, what can you expect? I mean, so from what you're saying, take someone who's a complete Gundam noob like myself. What is the potential appeal for those of us who are getting in without any idea? I mean, I see those tan things that look like yeomen. We can't get away from the yeomen. But,
Greatest mech ever created.
Yeah, but like, what do you think that the appeal for, say, a noob like myself would be compared to Battletech?
One of the advantage is that there's already a built-in fan base, so it'll should be easier to find players once it's distributed. That's the big thing here. It's really a question of distribution. We'll have to see how it goes when it goes. I mean, lore-wise, Gundam is not as deep as Battletech. Yes, there's a lot of shows and there's a lot of things, but Gundam is simpler than Battletech in many regards as well. There's good guys, there's bad guys, and there's good guys that turn into bad guys and bad guys that turn into good guys, but it's still quite simple in terms of story. But in terms of gameplay, I mean, I have to play it before I can say anything. I mean, you can't. I mean, you could. Some people I ported a couple Gundam mechs to Battletech, even. You know, so we have to see how it plays before we can really make any decision.
The other thing I was going to say is it depends on what type of game they're going for. Are they going to go for our big stompy robots that everybody's used to, or an Alpha Strike style game?
It seems to be a small size like skirmish because look at the map.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's on there, and your
It's like
range for
half
your
a
guns
kill
are
team.
from. Yeah,
If
and I
I'm
mean,
coming in.
Gundam's really made for, you know, a lot of melee combat as well, so you'll be getting into everybody's face and slashing them and punching them and all that stuff. So
In the announcement video, it looks like it's going to take up a really small amount of tabletop space. There are cards, but it's also a single or 2d10 based system, I believe.
mhm.
So I don't know. I think it's going to be its own thing that we can't really even compare to Battletech or Alpha Strike or Warhammer for that matter.
I'd probably say if you play Warhammer, it might be closer to Underworlds, where you
Yeah.
have set units with you know, cards that you have to activate, things like that, because they do have a lot of cards. Well, it doesn't seem to be massive. It doesn't seem to be, you know, stacks of cards. It's probably activation stuff.
It's definitely not scoring sands with like 5 card decks per mech.
Oof. Okay, there is that. I mean, especially if the game's playable and it is all, they also decide to release a, you know, a play on your own kind of edition. They might eat CGL's money on that as well.
Let's be honest. Anything's gonna eat their lunch right now.
Well, they have 6 months. Let's say 8 months to
What's their next product? Come on, somebody, anybody?
I have no idea what their next product is.
The best
Rem.
CGL can do is break up the Clan Invasion box into multiple smaller boxes and give us the next Battletech AU. That might sell better than Gothic because it'll be, I think the next one's going to be Battletech Anime.
No, apparently it's supposed to be Solar Punk. So
Yeah, ray gun and
is it Ray Gun or Solar Punk first? Because Solar Punk's its own thing. It's like environmentalism.
I still don't understand what Solar Punk is. At this point, I don't even want to understand what Solar Punk is.
It's the ideal environmentalism that they have on the billboard outside a coal power plant.
Ugh.
That's a nice
Look, you add punk to the end of it. I have to assume that it's going to be full of the message and very diverse individuals, we'll say.
Solar Punk's full of that because it's with the kind of environmentalist people who don't go outside.
Oh, so hippie punk.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything's gonna be perfect and just smell nice.
It's what we it's what we would have if solar power was actually worth a damn.
Exactly.
flush showers.
If solar power didn't take up 30,000 hectaacres of space to produce a fraction of the power of a 10-acre nuclear power plant, basically.
Look, we have to cut down this ancient forest to put up all of these solar panels.
Wait, no, you forgot one. They had to cut down a forest to make the road for a environmental conference.
Just like nature
Boiling-
intended.
The boiled water remains supreme. None is better than boiled water.
So next book is the Merc Handbook that was supposed to come out last year. Il Clan Lance, that I have no idea what it's going to be, and I'm honestly not that interested. Maybe a Mac pack the following month, and that's if it's not delayed by 2-3 months, like every single product that they release.
Right.
So-
Remember, they can't get insurance to go through the Strait of Hormuz, so
Well, no, it's not a problem for those because you ship from China to
Vancouver.
Portland, so this is not a problem in this particular case.
well, no, they'll hold the release so that they can't release in Europe.
Oh my gods!
Like they did last time. Remember?
Yep, all those shops had vehicle packs and got told, "Hey, take them off the shelf until we can do the actual release. You can't sell the product that you paid us for to sell already."
that's sitting, and your loan on it is going through the roof.
Pain,
Okay,
suffering.
CGL, you want to work
even.
on the current era? You want to put in some retroactive stories to fill out the jihad? No. You want to create another
Can we get
AE?
a no? Can we get a Novacat Annihilation novel and like some Society and Word of Blake novels for the Jihad? That would be
We are
cool.
getting a society novel. We're getting, we're getting a 3 War of Reaving novels.
Wow.
Yeah, but they're
Almost
going to be
20
written
years
by
late.
Lung and
No.
Jason
they're-
Amsack. And
Nope. They're written by at least one author that we can tolerate and 2 other guys.
we'll have to see.
It's oh god.
Wait,
Reed
is
is
it
writing the
out?
first one. No,
Force Manual Mercenaries, is it out?
it might be.
Because it seems to be available on their shop.
It says new.
Look, when the local stores get it, I'll get it. I'm not
Okay.
holding my breath for anything.
I'm not paying, well, $15. $15
Wait,
for
wait.
PDF. Eh.
Here's the better thing. Have they even made an announcement that it's out?
They forget to do that.
I haven't heard anything. You haven't told us anything from their the only
Instagram.
place that they post. I mean, it might
But
be
they
one of
can't even
Rem's
post
weeks
right.
off since she's now she's now part-time because they're doing great financially. Yeah, we'll go with that. So now she's working
Yeah.
part-time. So maybe this week's a part-time week for her, so she's not doing any releases and any announcements.
I'm looking. Okay, give me a second.
They're working on a second romance novel because that's everything that we want to get, right? That's definitely
It moved units. The big red 40K meme moved units.
God, they have not done the announcement.
You know, I will say my new players have yet to hit me with, "Hey, Big Tanky, I just bought a new box. Can't wait to run it." Oh, what box did you get? Thinking, oh, Purita Command, etc., etc. Urban Mech LAM box. How do I use an LAM? Good question. Good question, because the rules are buried in a rule book that you don't have, and furthermore, the Urban Mech LAM doesn't have a record sheet. The one on Mech Factory is not canon, so I don't know what to tell you, bud.
I don't want to be mean, but I'm gonna be.
I don't want to be mean and discourage my players. Like, I had a guy the other day, he bought the Proliferation Cycle box. I told him, cool, when we do Jihad, you can start running those again.
It's fine. You can have fun with them. Play just whatever. It's fine.
It's like after someone's already bought a gun, so you don't want to put them down too much about their terrible
Yeah.
choices.
Well,
Like,
I'm
you've already got- If you
locking...
hadn't already bought it, I would have criticized your choice. But now you've already got it. I can't like put you down.
I'm
Well,
actually...
let me turn this. I was gonna say I will go buy the Merc handbook and then open up the screen and compare it to the other one to see if it's a total reprint again.
I will say...
I just want to
Yeah.
say, you know, that game that they announced called Leviathan. It's not even under shop yet. I know some shops have them in stock right now.
Like,
Are you sure that's just not old stock from 2010?
I'm afraid to look.
Because I know if you search Leviathan, you do find the stuff from 2010. You find the 2010 stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Leviathan's IP is just cursed, dude. It's just cursed.
Well, you have to be a serious company to actually think about, developing product.
yeah,
Right?
you know, I want to be nice to CGL. I really do, but they have one of the best IPs out there that is fan driven. Like you have Tex who's printing the money, and then they're just like meh, whatever. Like
They don't
I mean,
like Tex because he talked to Arch once.
like So
Did they ever release his voiceover
No, his
novel?
contract got canceled for that, if I understand correctly.
Okay, because I remember he had actually done the work. So the question is, did they actually pay him?
like
Well, they still Camo Specs Online still uses him whenever they post a rare painting video as the intro, reading the Bitch and Betty script. So they still have that. I thought the money Tex makes off of his YouTube, Battletech YouTubes, go to like St. Jude's or something.
Yeah, it goes to charity for most of this stuff, but he gets a cut now because people literally told him, like, yes, take a cut. So
Yeah.
it had to be forced. I didn't know Ari Turtledove, which we talked about last week, wrote something for Leviathans.
Yeah, it was in the. It was
really.
Honestly, that's a short story book, so it's basically a shrapnel for Leviathan.
But I
If
mean, it
anyone's
has
gonna-
Ari Turtledove. It
Look.
has Ari Turtledove.
There's
So-
BLP.
When I buy the IP and I go, hey, if I want to do a Battletech AU set in the American Civil War, who am I going to call to write my lore? Better call Harry Turtledove.
Is he still alive? Is the question. I am not
I
sure
think
he's
so.
still alive.
Do they just credit him and then take some of his other previous?
No. Oh no, he's still alive. Born in 49, he's 76. He's not. Probably not.
He just looks older.
Okay, no, it's because he's been writing since 79, and I don't think he ever took a break.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, some years he had like 3 books come out.
He's like Blaine Pardo. He writes a lot.
Just keeps writing. Can't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop.
Yeah, some people are better
Well,
at that
if
than
you
I am.
stop, you die.
Mm-hmm.
For authors in this particular niche, I would say so. Yes. If you're living and dying in the a alternate universe, alternate timeline, that's truly pulp stuff. If you stop, you die. You're right. If you stop, you're not getting back on. But
Tanky.
What's up?
Put a sock on it.
What did I
No,
do?
really, put a sock on your
Interference.
microphone.
I did.
Lots of wind noise.
I literally don't even have my AC running right now. My windows are up.
I have no idea.
I'll catch you guys later.
It's fine. I mean, that's a good guy that they could have for Battletech. Honestly, I mean, they could ask him to write 1 or 2 books for Battletech, and it would be.
They can't
Ask him to
afford them.
write for Gothic. He'd have fun with it.
They cannot afford him.
If you can't afford a guy like Ari Turtledove, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Well, then cut a deal where like you get a certain share of the profits from the book. He gets the fan base from the IP, and then Catalyst gets his name recognition.
Hold on that. That would be a great idea if CGL did not screw writers out of their royalties.
Because we know that they screwed him out of their royalties because of what Blaine Pardo told us.
And actually, Stackpole has sued them. The families of 3 dead authors are suing them right now.
Good Lord.
Milan, Odom, and who was the other one? Mohan.
All right. Let's stop dunking on CGL because we'll still be here next week.
Unfortunately, it's hard to.
It's hard not to dunk on them because Dave,
Make
they're
it so
special.
easy.
They make it easy. They make it real easy. Hey, we were wanting to do what new is old again, the opposite of what they normally do. I had done, when I did the Sagittaire video, I had done a Marion refit of the Sagittaire. The only fancy bit that I had put on it was ferrofibrous, which would make a big difference. And it's an extra 30 points of armor. on it, more or less, when you stick it in. But the rest of it was Succession War era tech with a very small 27 heat sinks, and you're still not running cool.
Oy.
But I mean, you have a PPC, 2 large lasers, 4 medium lasers. No, 3 medium lasers facing forward, 2 medium lasers facing backwards, a flamer and a flamer facing backwards. And it jumps. It's still a 353 at that point.
I see no problems.
I mean, this would be very, very, very good in the Succession War. I mean, even with, 16 tons of armor is nothing to sneeze at. It's not as much as you can put on it, but it's nothing to sneeze at, I would say.
An inner sphere mech like that, you're going to have heat. It just comes with the territory.
Well, if you're running Succession War, you're going to have heat.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you do. There's unfortunately no way around having heat in the Succession War, unless you're the urban mech, the uplight,
Stinger, and Locust.
Stinger, Locust, Wasp. No, the Wasp can run odd and shoots all of its weapon. It's gonna run a little bit odd. The Locust doesn't run odd. I mean, even though it runs odd in the novel, in the first, one of the first novels. Let's go with that here. It's really weird for those.
Well, that's because they were broken.
Yeah. For those first few novels for Battletech, it's always really weird to know which one is really the first one, which one is really the first official one, and can you buy the ones that you want to buy? It gets weird at that point.
Yes.
But I add in the picture for the video, I had the Gunslinger, the Nodachi, the Helios, the Tianzong, which is a 3145 mech, just so you know, and the Eloika. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say that. So those are the ones I had in the thumbnail. So we're gonna go over those first. So we have the Gunslinger. What's the big problem with the Gunslinger? If you want to bring it back down, you have to go with single heat sinks, and you can't have that XL engine. We are 91.5 out of 85. Well, in terms of weapons,
I was gonna say, what do you do for those weapons?
Yeah, that Gauss rifles all going away, and so is the special equipment.
So
and technically also the pulse lasers.
The pulse lasers is really weird, but yes, technically we have to remove them because we're gonna play by, let's say we try to build them for third Succession War.
Yeah, TR 3025.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're back down to 35 tons remaining. That's great.
That's enough for a couple of AC-10s.
Yeah,
we're just reinventing the hammer hands.
At what, 10 tons bigger? 10 tons bigger.
Needs it.
352. Yeah, that's another one that's weird with just 2 jump jets, but that's what they went with. I mean, the easiest thing would be to reinvent the hammer hands with, like you're saying here, with 2 AC-10s. I mean, that
unless you want to make this a periphery special and use heavy rifles.
Rifles, they work in the video game, but in Battletech itself, it doesn't really work. That's the thing.
I know they suck. It's hilarious
because you do -3 damage on every shot you take, which is pretty terrible.
And aren't they just the same weight as an AC-5?
They're the same weight as an AC-5. Technically, they would do more damage anyways, because an heavy rifle will do 6 instead of the 5 from an AC-5. But you also get what I think it's 6 shots per ton, while the AC-5s get 20. So
yeah, they great.
And you can't take AP.
You can't take AP. You can't take flak. You can't take anything fancy. Is there? Oh, yeah, I'll just stick it at 30-10. That'll limit me. I did say I was going to allow light PPCs and heavy PPCs because I think those should be allowed in Succession War era situation. And nowadays with Gothic, we've got the light blazer and the heavy blazer as well, sitting in the listing.
Sort of retconned from tactical ops into that era anyway.
What was it,
Or the
Viper
tactical
that uses
handbook.
those?
The heavy blazer, the regular blazer, yes. The light blazer is kind of brand new.
Yeah.
In essence, I understand what the blazers are. It doesn't bug me as much. Also, my favorite infantry use their version of that. So,
Yeah, for infantry, I understand it as well. Because they in lore they do say that the blazer exists for infantry. They use
Yeah,
it in infantry.
yeah, it's just two laser rifles basically bolted and welded to each other.
Exactly. Actually. Why is there no artillery? Physical, I know they won't have, so you'll have to play around. But I mean, the simplest thing here.
And not taking AP. There's no AP or anything ammo, smoke ammo.
The only thing you'll have in 3025 would be tracers and flak, which is not very good.
Don't get hit in the arms or you will explode.
Well, it's still better than putting it in the torso because the damage might, transfer and you might not completely die. I don't know. I'm just messing around with the basic stuff here.
Well, if you get a limb blown off and the arm falls away and the explosion doesn't travel through the mech.
No case. It will travel.
It will travel.
But if you
explosion will travel.
If you get a 12, if you get a 12 on like the torso and it gets the limb blown off,
then it goes to CT.
The thing is,
the explosion then because the arm falls away. Is that it?
The thing is, I'll go with something here. You guys need to think of here. The ammo in the arm here. You've got 3 pads for the shoulder, upper arm, lower arm. You got that AC-10 that now takes 2 hits to be destroyed. This is actually probably a safe-ish location for them. While in the torsos, you'll only have if I put the ammo in the torso, you get in the torso, you're going to get critted in group 1. It's going to hit one of those things.
Yeah,
the other option is the feet, but that's cheesy.
No, it's supposed to have medium lasers in the hips. So it's supposed to have those hip lasers because it's weird.
And 2 jump jets.
I can add an half ton of armor because, well, I don't have anything else to add a half ton of. I could add another small laser. I mean, it's basically a big hammer. Well, it's not a hammer hand because the hammer hand has a ton of missile as well. So it does fill a bit of a different role.
Double down on the guns and the arms and...
I guess the idea with 2 AC-10s is that you don't need a ton of heat sinks.
Yeah. I mean, with 15 heat sinks, you're at 28 out of 15, which is fantastic in Succession War era games, by the way. You're only, if you alpha strike, you're at plus 13. That's good.
Because an alpha strike with this thing in Succession Wars, I mean, you're not standing in front of a mech anymore.
Yeah,
the
guy in front of you is not going to appreciate. Well, the guy might just be on his ass because you've dealt 30 damage out of the lasers and another 20 damage out of the machine guns. Well, the ACs. This is probably
so you fall down for a turn. Just make your pilot check.
Yeah, make your pilot check.
Just make your pilot check. Skill issue.
There you go. Is it going to be good? Well, in the Succession War, I think this would be what's the other 85 tonners? You've got the Stalker and the Battlemaster.
Yeah,
It also fits a completely different role as those two. Well, not
it'd
completely.
be more of a brawler than a sniper now, because
Yeah.
it's got more armor.
A Battlemaster could beat it, probably, because the Battlemaster goes 4/6 major. You are 100% right there. The Stalker probably would have a hard time, because you, except for the LRMs, you're in his range brackets with this.
Longbow.
The longbow in Succession War as the armor of a toaster. So I'm not too terribly worried.
Because it would be the 0W, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the one with like 8 points of armor in the arms.
The 7Q and the 8C are still floating around.
Yeah, there's at least 3 models of the longbow floating around, and you never know what you're gonna get, but they never have a whole lot of armor. They're always paper 10 on the longbow. So compare it to what we have in the Succession War. This is quite aggressive. It's not fast though at 352, but for an assault in the Succession War, it's still decently mobile.
I see you pairing this up with like an awesome or something as a heavy lance, and it's your bodyguard for your PPC boats.
And then the Davions I was gonna say the Davions take out the AC-10s. No. The Kuritas take out the AC-10s and stick PPCs in because they're Kuritas, and Kuritas stick PPCs on everything.
And Merrick takes them out for large lasers and more heat sinks.
Missiles.
Or missiles. A pair of LRM-15s.
That's it. The Merricks get this and they invent the Mauler 20 years ahead of Kurita. Boom.
And it's still better than a Mauler. Okay.
What was actually the Mauler's name before it was the Mauler? The
Daboku.
Daboku, yeah.
And the linesman, depending on who was building it at the time. I mean, it's a new is old. I mean, there's a few things. If you go truly Succession War, yes, you'd start having tons of those regional variants for those mechs here. And it would basically be stripping out the AC-10s and replacing them with the regional weapon of choice, basically. Doesn't have extra ammo to remove for a Davion refit, because the early Davion refits were energy boats, if you noticed. They changed what Davion was like while Stackpole was writing the Warrior Trilogy, basically. He's the one who invented it. So there you go. So
this isn't be, so.
Well, they had writers that knew how to write back then as well. So let's go with that. Nodachi, we will keep the sword. We will keep the sword because it is important. The MRMs have to go. The ERPPC has to go. The Eat Sinks have to go single, which is not that different from a standard Kurita mech.
And the XL engine has to go. Ooh,
well, the triple strength Myomer has to go, and the XL engine has to go. The XL engine having to go is the biggest issue. Let us be quite.
You're going to have to slow it down.
Oh, it has endo steel as well. Ooh.
So it has all of the weight savings that have to go.
Okay, so it's no longer 5.8. It's going to have to go 4.6.
This is exactly what happened with everyone's after the Starlink collapsed and all of those factory drives up. And you still
it doesn't even have 20 tons left.
But then they needed all that weight saving tech in order to do what they wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be. Let's get rid of the SRM2 and just move it to a 4.
Because we've already ditched the MRM, so you want to go all in on the SRM systems.
Yeah. Well, and that way you're just.
If you really want to go, okay. Well, first it'll need a PPC, especially since it's a Kurita thing. So we will stick its arm and is arm L PPC. So we've got 14.5 tons left. We'll take out the SRM4 as well.
you want to go all in a bunch of SRM2s?
Do we go all in on SRM2s or SRM6? Because we
I
could
was just
stick
gonna
like
say
3
two-
SRM6.
I was going to just go 2 packs of 4s.
2 packs of 4? Well, he's got those shoulder launchers. That's what I was thinking, putting a 6 on each side. Or we could stick LRM10s on each side.
Let's
And I-
let's go short range.
I mean, it has a sword.
Yep.
So the SRM4 in the center torso is now a 6. A 6 on each side. We still got plenty of weight, though. So
Ammo.
we will need at least 2 tons of ammo. At least you've got a lot of options. You still have, well, not a lot of options, but you do have some option in Succession War, especially Inferno. So there is that. It's 6.5 tons left. It's not.
That it just can't go faster. That's
If we
expensive.
try to make it go faster, no. It
What's
goes
its
very wrong.
What's its heat?
Oh, 27 out of 10. Yeah.
Oh, right. You need to remember to add a bunch of single heat sinks.
You need to add heat sinks, unfortunately. And half a ton of armor because, well, we don't really have a choice. And, it'll pad the torsos.
So, yeah, actually, that's actually not that hateful. So, because the PPC has a minimum range,
And can fire backwards because it has hyper-extending actuators.
It can hit you with a sword behind you. Yeah.
Does that work?
There's nothing that says it doesn't.
It does sound like something trying to convince someone on the tabletop of, yeah, I can do the whole like backslash thing.
Watch out! I'm a ninja samurai thing.
Hyper-extending actuators with the
so
sword.
yeah, that actually works. So, if you get inside the PPC minimum range before you hit with the sword, you hit with all the SRMs.
The problem is you lose on that speed, and that's going to be a bit costly on a mech like that.
It wants to sit at long range like a battle master and hit you with a PPC, and then when the battle master wants to walk up on it,
You
they
can't
walk
actually
up.
square up. I mean, this is a thing that's going to be fighting Warhammers and Grasshoppers in the same rate bracket at 70. So it might not actually be bad. How much heat does the SRM6 generate? That's 12 heat, 12.
I just took 10 off the top, so
I mean, if you're in short range, you're not overeating too much.
Yeah,
shooting
you're like- you're like 4 over if you ran.
if you ran, yeah,
Yeah.
which is very
Perfect.
reasonable in the Succession
Perfect.
War, except if you're fighting a guillotine or a grasshopper, who are the heavily synced mech. Those are mechs that have tons of heat sinks for what they do.
Mm.
So it is balanced against those mechs as well. I mean, against a grasshopper or a guillotine, which is a medium laser and SRM boat, well, you're in the same category. And you have your sword in order to ask them question. No, just sword them a question.
that is also a very Succession Wars era solution. Like the PPC is the minimum range. Give it a sword.
Problem resolved. The swords didn't quite exist back then, but I keep saying in my videos that kind of stuff is like periphery tech. That's where you live. Like, we're gonna stick a big slab of metal and smack people with it. And 200 points of armor, I feel that's a lot.
Yeah.
208 on a grasshopper. Okay, so the grasshopper is a little bit tougher. And okay, it's way tougher than a guillotine that's at 160. Which is like that's like the Merrick mech. The grasshopper nobody really has, and everybody has Warhammers. And in terms of Warhammer, your very regular Warhammer has also 160. So you're tougher. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, the other thing is you're a Kurita mech, so you're going to be going up against a lot of Jaeger mechs and riflemen too.
Mm.
Well, if you're going against Jaeger mechs and riflemen, you're going to win
Yeah.
because, well, they're riflemen and Jaeger
It's more
mechs.
armor than the Zeus,
Jeez.
which is another mech I would recommend to beginners.
It is a good mech for beginners, and
Here's all of the systems and how they work.
you can learn to play with a single mech. Davion, the Grasshopper, everybody has a few of, but not many of them. The Grasshopper is an odd mech in lore that it was in the TRO because someone at Comstar fucked up. It wasn't supposed to be in the TRO, basically. I don't think it's a... That's another one that's not 8-full. This one shouldn't be too terrible to do. The Helios, it does have, the problem of losing its double heat sinks, but outside of that, it loses its endo steel as well, and its Gauss rifle. Okay, it loses a lot of stuff. Because it remembers. I have to go and manually remove the endo steel before I retrograde the tech, or it'll remember it. Okay, so the Gauss rifle's gone as well. It's another SRM6 boat. Oh, it has ER medium lasers as well instead of standard mediums.
What does it want to go in with an AC-20, 2 SRM6s and medium lasers?
Oh, an AC-20. You're speaking my language here.
I was going to go with what
speaking my
most of
language.
the Gauss rifles got switched to, which was AC-10s.
No, the AC-20 replaces it. Well, in terms of weight, it replaces it better.
I know, but think about the Highlander. Think about the. It was the common thing for the Comstar mechs to get the AC-10 instead of the 20.
Problem is coming up. If we won the 2 medium lasers, the 2 SRM6 and the AC-20, we're out of weight. We're at 0.5 left.
That's why I'm thinking the AC-10.
Yeah, but I mean, we've already done the AC-10s on the guns.
I know. I'm just saying.
Drop the SRM, downsize the SRMs
Downsize the SRMs. That is
to either 4s.
4s.
Yeah, 4s work.
You're saving 2 tons, which will be 2 tons of
heat sinks.
No,
and you could just
you have
put
to
1
stick
ton
ammo.
of ammo.
You have to stick ammo.
Yeah,
So
1
2
ton
tons
of ammo.
1 ton of ammo for the SRM and 2 tons of ammo for the AC-20, and we got a spare half ton once again.
Armor.
You're going on that armor.
Okay, this one 23 out of 10. That's gonna be.
Be very careful with what buttons you push.
And you're loaded up with ammo. No, it's a walking time bomb, just like the Crusader. You've got a lot of ammo in your side torsos. Good luck. I'll move the shots for the SRM4 to the center. I'll move it to the Ed because that'll actually be the safest place for it. If we wanted to be as optimized as possible, this would be silly as it sounds. This would be the best. The AC-20 ammo in the center torso, so you're padded with the engine and gyro, and the SRM ammo you're sitting on 25 shots of SRM4 because that's comfy apparently.
I mean, you could also go back to the crit splitting the AC-20 with its lower arm actuator back, so some of the AC-20 crits are in the right torso, and put that with the ammo. Or does that? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't need to be optimized either, especially when making Succession War stuff.
Succession War Era fights are where people slap each other and then one of them blows up.
I mean, this is a aggressive version of the Hunchback.
Does it have the same armor as the Hunchback?
I think it has lower armor than the Hunchback. Sorry, Hunchback is tough. It's a tough little
You
guy.
still have jump jets, though, right? You take the
160.
jump jets
You
out?
got less armor than the Hunchback, but you do jump. We said it. You do jump. It is still
it's
in
like
its
that
own
Charger
category.
1A5 again. Jump
mean,
out, and then you have an AC-20. If the enemy isn't dead after that, well, that's a skill issue.
Everything's a skill issue.
Everything's a skill issue. But think about it. I mean, this would be fighting riflemen. This would be fighting Ostsol and Ostrock from the Succession War. What's the other 60 ton? The quick draw. I mean, you beat a quick draw with this.
Dragon.
Dragon's fast, so it does have fast and decent range. The Dragon's going to outrange you and outrun you. At 5'8" with an AC5 and an LRM10, he is going to outrun you.
And you don't have the armor to sit there all day.
Because AC5s are going to end up hurting you. Yes, there is that particular problem. But with the ability to jump, you are able to reposition fairly well. So I don't think it's bad. I think it actually is quite functional in its particular category. And fighting other 60-tonner from the era, pretty sure it would work. Does it step on the toes of the Hunchback a little bit, but it's not as tough. It jumps.
It doesn't want to be in the center, because normally the Helios is that sniper mech that's kind of using range to help protect itself.
Yeah, well, that's not happening anymore.
But you don't have the range, so now you'd have to ambush them.
I mean, in a city fight, this would be better than the Hunchback. The Major saying AC-10, 2 medium laser, just 1 SRM-6. I mean, that is doable, but I kind of want to keep it looking more or less the same. If we went with an AC-10, how much weight would we get back? An extra 2 tons. It's an extra 2 tons compared to the 20. So you could grow back to 2 SRM-6. Or eat sinks if you're,
Or armor.
Armor's weak. You don't need armor. You're tough.
Simply do not get hit.
There you go. Don't get it.
This is what's sold to the Star League as an ambusher. And then someone sticks it in the middle of the field and it falls over. And I was like, well, did you ambush them from the middle of the field? No.
What did you do?
That's a skill issue.
Stop being unskilled, mech warrior. I'll call that one the 2L instead with the AC-10s, as if Aus Liao would have been the one making that version. If it was really the Aus Liao version, it wouldn't be medium lasers, though.
And hey, it can do the Mech Warrior Online thing of where it jumps up over a ridgeline, shoots, and then shoots back.
There you go.
Start.
To make it a good Liao version, we're replacing the 2 medium lasers with 2 flamers. And the SRM are loaded with Infernos.
War crimes. Sorry.
So it can skirmish, but then if you get really up close to it, it's going to overheat you, and then just keep kicking it.
I mean, 2 flamers and 2 SRM-6 with Infernos would be quite nasty in Succession War.
When everyone else doesn't have that 20 heat-seeking capacity, yeah.
The base 20 sinking, yeah.
I'm working on it. I have an idea.
Add 6 plus, let's say 6 per SRM. So, I mean, you cap the...
It's capped at 15, but...
Yeah, you cap it. I mean, a plus 15, and you're shooting that at that Nodachi we were just making. Yeah, he's shutting down and his ammo's blowing up.
A plus 15 when everyone else is already overheating.
That's what happens in the Succession War. This is what happens in the Succession War. Everybody has to be in their underwear in the cockpit because, well, That's what happens. That would be a.
Was this
I
the
mean,
trade-off that like
it'd be another incendiary mech. There's not like there's many of them floating around. So
this is the trade-off? Intersphere mechs had like a full kitchenette in their cockpits and like a toilet when Clan Mechs took that out, but they sealed the hole to the fusion reactor to the rest of the mech so they don't turn the cockpit into a sauna every time they overheat.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, isn't it? There's no way there's a kitchenette and a bathroom and everything in a mech's cockpit. If they were
Not
Gundam size, maybe, but not at the size they are in Battletech. Because they're the same size as the mechs in Dahlgren. And do we have a picture of the little pilot guy in his cockpit? Oh yeah, we see it. We see it well on that particular.
Well, as a good example, there's a reason why the Griffin had the medium laser jammed to the head for a while. All those mechs that have cramped cockpit.
Yeah, I mean, this is the size. This is the same size as a battle mech for the Dahlgren mechs. This is the size of your head on a Shadowhawk. So you are not comfy in there. There's no bathroom, kitchenette, and everything. I know they like to put that in lore, but physically, it is impossible. If they were the size of a Gundam, then it would be more possible, because the Gundam size mechs are about 25 to 33% bigger. Then you have more room.
Which case, usually that's what assault mechs, like I believe it's the Atlas and the King Crab, are noted having little things like that.
Yeah.
Cyclops.
But I mean, the Thunderbolt's supposed to be like that. The one that everybody says, like the Thunderbolt's the roomy cockpit. It wouldn't have a roomy cockpit. It'd be just a tiny bit bigger than this. So
it's enough that you can actually, flex your legs, but it's not going to be big enough that you can just get up and go to the bathroom.
Exactly. I mean, this Warhammer with a jumpsuit. This Battlemaster with a jumpsuit. The cockpit looks a little bit bigger, but it has a two pilot. That's a two-seater. Yeah. In Dahlgren.
The super heavies would maybe actually have room for you to stand up, but that's so that you can do like dead gunner things.
Yeah. I created an image in the AI I use. This image is not copyrightable.
Well, no. I have to tell you that now.
There's also Nano Banana, which is the name of a model. So I just asked it to make Nano Banana. AI is made it exists for silly stuff, not for serious stuff. Tianzong, which is one that people is kind of new, but I think it's in a box now.
The McCarran's.
It's in the McCarran's box. Well, it is a Liao mech, so it kind of makes sense.
Yep.
It's a 75-tonner with Gauss rifles in the shoulder.
Angel
ECM.
Indo-composite stealth armor.
Yeah. Does it have stealth armor? Stealth armor. Well, the thing is with stealth armor, it's going to free up crits, but you're going to get the same coverage for the same weight.
There's no difference.
The Indo-composite, however,
we lose.
Not a lot.
You lose on a 75-ton. You lose like a ton.
XL engine.
The XL engine is going to be bigger.
Holy shit!
We're 11 tons over. Well, that's kind of to be expected. It's another Gauss rifle. But we can remove the Angel ECM, so that's 2 tons there. We're saving.
Not quite enough weight savings to put in 2 AC-20s.
And I don't want to. I almost want to go since well.
And the ER medium lasers have to go.
Oh yeah, the ER medium lasers have to go to mediums, which doesn't change the weight. But
I'm gonna throw something out there. Can we put 4 AC-5s on it?
4 5s.
Just for absolute meme potential.
The 5's 8 ton each. Could stick 3 in a ton of ammo. Yeah. I mean, we can make the armor thinner. It's fine. 75 tonner doesn't need 13 and a half tons of armor. We're still over. We're still over for 4 AC5s. Fine, we'll go with 4 AC2s.
Yeah.
That'll fit.
So you have a 75 tonner at 4.6 that just walks over a hill and says, "Hello, I'm a pike."
It is a pike, yes.
It's a partisan that with like
It still has more armor than the pike, and it still has more armor than the partisan, with the only 10 tons.
And we could give it another ton of armor, or a ton and a half.
Trying to think. Well, I'm at 2.5 tons over. We don't really need more heat sinks.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I was saying 1.5 and add an extra heat sink.
Just to be.
Yeah, it is.
That covers movement.
No, the movement's already
Okay.
is already done here. Okay, Crab had to go to his game. I mean, this is not very good for a 75 tonner. But you know,
tech upgrades were important.
Or you
but
can
at least
make
it's
it
different.
Yeah.
I
mean, 90 shots of AC2 should be enough for most games.
Could be a version like the N2 where it has the 2 large lasers and then don't know what you're going to swap out for 2 light Gauss rifles.
I was going to say 2 binary lasers. That's what I wanted to go with originally. Because binary lasers are funny.
So it just walks out, says hello, 2 binary lasers, and then just overheats.
Because there's no other options with 2 binary lasers. Let's just see how that would play out. Let's just see how twin binary lasers would play out. Because binary lasers without double heat sinks is I mean, you've got room for 8 extra heat sinks. If you shoot your 2 lasers, you're at 32. So the next turn you don't shoot, and then you shoot again the turn after. That'd be the only solution.
Shoot your 2 binary lasers. Simply make your pilot check to avoid shutdown.
There you go. See? Easy. Easy.
I was going to say it's like binary lasers without double heat sinks, but what about the Viper? No, that has double heat sinks as well.
Yes, the version with the binary laser has double heat sinks. I mean, it's 32. Not the most optimized mech out there, but you do 24 points of damage at 15. It's not even that much. I understand why the Blazer technology never really took off, to be quite honest, because that's really not much of an increase from a regular large laser. And you do pay on weight for it. So I don't think it's meant to be good. We'll go with that.
Just have 2 large lasers and then maybe some mediums.
Well, you've got the mediums in the arm, 2 large lasers. I mean, 2 regular large. I mean,
it's what the Viper does. 2 larges and then just a bunch of mediums.
I mean, at 75 ton, I mean, you're just a slow version of the Ostsoul. Wouldn't be really interesting to play. Yeah. But no, I'm more looking at the Ostsoul with the large lasers and medium laser batteries. So I'm not sure it would, sell really well.
You could add a 3rd large laser right now and you'd be a flash man.
And then simply make your shutdown check.
You're creating the same amount of heat as 2 blazers.
You just lose out on a bit of weight, but not overheating as much.
No, it's the same. Actually, it's more because it was we had 21 heat sinks or synced heat, and now we're at 19.
Did you
And-
mute yourself?
I think we did.
I am muted. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Derp. The one advantage I see of this is you can control your eat better by shooting, the number of large lasers you want or need rather than always shooting 2 of them. And at least here it's a little bit different. I mean, the original one we did with the 4 AC2s, I think, is funnier. So we'll go with that.
Hell, on that one, you could have just even lowered the movement on it, and you gained some more weight.
Then you just have a pike with legs.
Yeah, you just park it and just.
That's just a partisan.
With more armor, because the partisan has like 6 tons of armor, just so you know. I mean, Argyle is coming up with their thing here. 2 large and 2 medium. It's kind of hard before double heat sinks. True. I mean, before double heat sinks, lots of lasers was not always the good wit, which is what you see
on the other hand,
anything past 30-50. Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, autocannons are a lot better because not generating a ton of heat.
Except the AC-20. The AC-20 is...
I'm going for the memes.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Memes are fun. I mean, sometimes making meme mechs is good. Sometimes you can make meme paint jobs like Amaris or actual meme mechs. I mean, I'm okay with the 4 AC2 version of the Tianzong. That would destroy vehicles. 4 AC2s on a mech that you park somewhere. You can't have them climb the hill and just look up the entire field and be like, this other tank dies, this other tank dies, this tank is getting motive crits. It has its advantages, I think.
When you wanted an archer, but it's the archer you have at home.
Look, we have an archer. It's kind of like an archer, okay? It shoots very far, but it doesn't shoot indirect. That's the only difference. The Oiloika.
It's like a Cretan version of the archer where they took out its missiles.
I don't think I opened the right one because the one I had shown had the missiles. This one's a machine gun boat, which is also hilarious.
You opened a 3A?
The 3A, yeah.
I'm seeing 4A.
Yeah,
I'm seeing a 3.5A. I'm not seeing a 3A.
Is that no technical readout 3075? So it does exist.
I'm not seeing it.
Wait a second. Give me a second. 45A is the base model. I don't see the 3A on Sarna either. Is this an Elkite thing? Doesn't look cheesy enough to be an Elkite thing. And I never touched the Oiloka in my life.
3A.
I do not know that woman.
Master unit list. Where did you come from, imposter?
Where the hell? Oh no, 3A is because it's because I reduced. I took the 4A and made it the 3A.
Okay, so you were already touching it.
Okay, I already had touched it. Oof. Okay. I was worried. Okay, that's the machine gun boat. Do we want to play with the machine gun boat, or do we want to play with the original one that is an MML?
The machine gun one's easy because all you do is downgrade everything.
I mean, it doesn't look like a battle mech. I'll be very honest with everyone. This thing doesn't look like a battle mech.
Its downgrade would reduce its speed, which kind of means you can't use the machine gun arrays. I mean, if you
Well, no,
want
you'd
to
still
make
be
an
able to use them. You'd still be able to use them in the good
you
old
want to make
days
a
of the
fat piranha.
Fat Rana. That's a good name for it. We'll go with that one. Okay, well, first the usual. Let's take out all the weight saving tech. So we're at extra 14 and a half.
mask.
Oh, the mask has to be
Yeah.
taken out as well. Hey, we saved a little bit of weight.
Then you have
I'm
probably
gonna be normal here and go with the standard. I'm gonna stick a Cortec 275 in that thing because the Cortec 275 goes into everything.
583.
585. Oh, we could put it at 583, make it a Shadowhawk derivative. Oh, it has an active probe. Okay, we have to remove the active probe. So
and the ER larges and medium.
Yeah, no, but that's simpler. That's simpler swaps. If I remove the active probe, I can stick my jump jets back on. The machine gun arrays technically don't exist because that's a Clan Smoke Jaguar invention. That is very odd, I know. And in Mega Mech, you're almost better with just straight machine guns rather than machine gun arrays. On tabletop, I understand why you would switch them out because you don't want to roll 700 dices. But
Where's
I mean,
the fun of that?
You can still channel your inner orc.
You can channel your
What-
inner orc.
Or your inner Angron. When he first launched, he had 36 attacks.
36 melee attacks, probably at like strength 9 or 10.
Yeah.
That must be very pleasant to get into a fight with.
Damn, so we can bog Angron down with 36 guardsmen a turn.
Boxwalkers.
I
Just-
have all of these attacks. Cool. I have all of this chaff.
Boxwalkers would be great in that situation because on those 36 attacks, most of them will hit, most of them will wound. But I mean, at some point, you're going to roll your feel no pain, and that Boxwalker will still be up. I mean, hey, we're actually 2 tons. We've got 2 tons saved here.
Large, medium,
Large, medium, 8
More
machine guns.
more machine guns.
More machine guns or flamers.
Yeah, you dropped out the arrays, so we add more machine guns.
Well,
Just more machine gun.
that sounds perfectly reasonable to me.
We're already going a bit slower, but by God, by the time it gets within range,
We're going to add an extra ton of machine gun ammo because
You
at
might
some
actually-
point you're actually going to run out. Like the first time in history of Battle Mech, you might run out of machine gun ammos.
I'm pretty sure I ran something like this in Mech Warrior 5.
In the Warrior 5,
The
I would
arrow.
see that.
The arrow. Something like
mean-
this.
1, 2, 3.
You run up, you have like all of these machine guns, you aim directly for their head.
The Ed's
you
gone. The Ed would be gone very quickly. The thing is, I don't think in Succession War, you're still going 585. You're at 55 tons. So you're in the same category as your Wolverines and your Griffins and your Shadowhawks.
So yeah, they can fight. So you have your Griffin fighting as your sniper, and Shadowhawk is the sniper. He's also there. Wolverine's there to getting close, and then this thing comes up.
And the infantry the other guy was bringing, because we're in Succession War, is no longer there. The infantry just vanishes.
There's just a mist.
Like,
See, it's the
No more
perfect
infantry.
cavalry and bodyguard. You want your Thunderbolt to go and fight the enemy mechs. You want your Warhammer to just be standing there and pumping out PPC shots, and then you have this thing come in and clear up the flank.
and it doesn't overeat that much. It's at +5, so it's not that bad. Well,
Because
the only things that generate heat is the large laser and the mediums. So
Yeah, that also assumes you're jumping.
Yeah.
So you're probably actually running cool. That is just
You still have your large medium laser in there. You're not defenseless at long range. It's just that you have a surprise.
I mean, this would be very, very surprising. Yes, that's the term I would use. It would be surprising. But the base thing for those is this one here, which small cockpit, compact gyro. What? What are those things? Those are far too modern. It's far too modern.
Improved jump jets?
Improved? What is that? Improved jump jets. Okay, this one doesn't have a mask though. It has stealth armor though. Okay.
That does sound annoying, and it somehow has low BV. Stealth armor plus improved jump jets. So you jump 7. You can't really do anything about that.
It is a mech I've never played. It's literally like I was looking at mechs and I found that one and I found that it doesn't look like a mech at all. It doesn't look like a battle mech. It looks like a thing from another, like an actual anime. It has that real anime look to it.
More so than the mechs stolen from actual animes?
Modern animes, I would say. Because if you look at modern anime for the mechas, the heroes are still going to have the very humanoid ones. But the bad guys and the mooks often enough have that kind of weird look to them.
Some other ones like to have the realistic non-human design, but they're just ripping off Ghost in a Shell.
True.
It's a realistic mecha. That I saw that in Ghost in the Shell. You're not fooling anyone.
Oh, crap. Monument Hobbies is creating their own contrast line.
Oh. Are they a good paint company? That's the important question here.
Yes.
Okay.
They're pretty much, in my opinion, one of the better ones.
That's good to hear.
I was looking at
that's a good that's a good obby thing to come in.
Instagram to see if CGL had posted anything.
You know, like the announcement that they released a new book.
Yeah. You know, the important things.
So the original, the 45A Eloica is an MML9, a large laser, an ER large, and 2 ER mediums. So
you want to replace that with like an SRM4 and an LRM10 or
5?
You have the wait for LRM5, SRM2, SRM4, something like that.
Yeah, we've got the room. We even have a ton to spare. It has a Cortec 275, like any good mech in this particular category. I know the lasers are one arm and the missiles are on the other.
Drive-Thru has it up on their website too.
I am not surprised that Drive-Thru has it on their website. So it means that it released. They just never announced it.
Of course.
I mean, this is a... you want to know what this is? This is a better Shadowhawk.
I mean, yeah.
It has a little bit less armor. It has a little bit less armor.
Simply not having the AC5.
The AC5 is... Because the Shadowhawk tries too many things at the same time.
With no specialty ammunition.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
Yes.
Everybody should be sad for the Shadowhawk because it's really cool looking. It's the main character mech in the anime, and it just never delivers. Call it the 44A. I mean, it's very sad. Someone had said something terrible, and I am not sure if we can do something with that. The Rakshasa. Can we do something with the Rakshasa?
We need to. It's required.
It's required. Well, the good thing is it has spare slots now in its for everything. But we are at 97.5 tons out of 75. So there's a bit of a difference there.
Of course there is.
Well, at least we can take out the Artemis. That's 2 tons there. The medium pulse laser has to be a regular medium laser instead. And yeah, we're still about 20 tons over. Well, do we have to reduce the speed? We have to, right?
To Succession Wars acceptable.
Because a 5.8 75 tonner in the Succession War would be, I can't even like remove armor. Like if I like, let's say it's 6 tons of armor, remove all the extra heat sinks, 6 tons of armor, I'm still like 9 tons over. This is insane. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
we have to go for 6. We honestly don't have a choice. And then yeah, well, and then well, the ER larges are no longer ER larges, they're regular large lasers. So we save on EAT there. So 2 large lasers, 2 LRM-10s with a ton of ammo each. Not enough eats.
And then
An extra heat sinks where it's 16 heat sinks. I mean, it is. This is not what the what Comstar would have been able to build. Technically, if they wanted to really copy the Timberwolf with the tech Comstar ad, they would have been able to do a little bit better than that. But this is basically as Succession War as you can get for Rakshasa. And we haven't done
I know a guy who can do it cheaper.
sorry.
I mean, compare this to a. I mean, you have to compare this to a Marauder. I'm not sure it'd be that bad compared to a Succession War Marauder, actually. A good old regular 3R. You overeat more. You've got the same amount of heat sink, but you overeat more because you have extra LRM-10s. You have the same armor, 11.5. You go to same speed at 4.6 because, well, we had to do that. You don't have the fantastic quirks that the Marauder has. So you have that weakness added to you. But, I mean, what's the BV? 1363. It has an higher BV by 16. It's not much than our Marauder 3R.
If it's going to be bracket firing the LRM-10s.
You should be. I mean, once you get in range for the lasers, you'll be shooting the lasers. You won't be shooting the LRMs, that's for sure.
Yeah, the LRMs don't have a minimum range. Or the large lasers don't have a minimum range.
Which
should
is
be emptying out those LRM-10s. Before the Marauder is able to go through all of its AC5 shots, you should have already emptied out the LRM bins.
He's got 20 shots. You've got 12 each. Yes, you know you'll run out of LRMs before he has AC5. Yeah.
Yep. You'll get the damage away, and then in close range, you still have more medium lasers. If you get really up close, you can get under this minimum range of the PPCs.
You like I said, you lose on the quirks because the quirks on the Marauder are just fantastic. But I mean, I don't think this is bad for Succession War Era.
At least it's easy to maintain.
It has easy to maintain. Yes. Is it great?
No.
Oof.
Weak head armor.
Well, weak head armor is not that bad. It's just annoying.
They really wanted it to be like the Mad Cat.
They really wanted it to be like the Mad Cat. If you wanted to do what Comstar would have been able to build, I mean, let's take a Marauder and strap missile launchers on the shoulder. Hey, I mean, this is what it would look like as the Comstar build, more or less. You stick an XL engine and double heat sinks. You could even replace the large lasers with ER large, potentially, maybe. They would have it. They would have ER large lasers.
It's just the Marauder. Yeah, it's just that without that XL engine, you're going 4.6 instead of 5.8.
Yeah, now you're bringing it to 5.8 with this ear. With this said Comstar upgrade to say, like, we want a Timberwolf. I mean, I'm pretty sure Fox would have been happy with a mech like that at Tukayid. Seriously. And it's not that much weaker.
He might have seen it as a good way to bait the clans into a duels.
That's for sure.
It's like, hey, I'm just make your chat. It's here's exactly what you're going to say over open comms, and then try not to die.
But I mean, they would have ferrofibrous as well. So I mean, and that's easy enough to do. You basically take a Marauder chassis because that's what a Rakshasa is. Stick an XL engine, ferrofibrous, double heat sinks. Go to town.
Paint up the cockpit so it looks like the Mad Cat's cockpit.
Yeah, rather than a boxy.
And then tell the clan general that you've come out to duel him, and then try not to die when reinforcements try to show up.
Because he'll try to look. If you do that, he'll send a guy in like a Nova to fight you or something like that because they're clanners, right? So you might actually stand a chance. But like, if you read not the Warrior trilogy, the Dawn of the Clan, not Dawn of the Clans, the second trilogy by Stackpole, when Fox basically says to Mindo Waterly, like, yeah, we can't do that. We just prove that you can probably do that, especially with the tech Comstar had available to them.
Is this as good as the Mad Cat? No.
Definitely not.
Don't get it deluded that it is. I'm well aware of the technical vulnerabilities, but if you want to fulfill the role of that machine that just smashed through all of those light and medium lenses, you can do this. And then this kind of thinking was burned into the thinking of every Inner Sphere planner for the rest of time. And that's why the Inner Sphere was so mad on making heavy Omni-mechs forever and completely forgetting all of the lights.
Here's what the big difference with a Timberwolf. You've got 10s instead of 20s.
Mm.
And you've got no way of sticking 2 20s on there.
Yeah.
There is.
And the Mad Cats can shotgun you with them.
But you actually can stay in the fight longer than a Mad Cat because you've got more ammo for your LRM 10s.
Because you're not going to empty your bin immediately. And without case, you want those bins to be empty.
True enough. Blood of Kerensky. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy.
Like, yes, if you had all of the weight savings and then you could have some LRM 10s with case, then that's, but you're spending a lot more on something that still is not a Mad Cat.
And the case wouldn't be that good if you have an XL engine anyways. So,
you would need case too.
Yeah, which you don't have. So, hey, we're making Stackpole lie here. Well, not really, because Mindo Waterly probably would have wanted RM20s on those things. And
that wasn't going to happen.
I mean, can I remove the extra 8 sinks? Can I go I mean, we can stick 215s on there.
And then just tell the pilot this is a bracket fire mech. Notice how the weapons are on 2 separate buttons?
There are 2 buttons. Press the right button and you might live. Press the wrong button and you will die. I mean, 215, you've got not
12.
not enough heat sinks. Definitely not enough
You
heat
cannot
sinks.
fire those 2 ER large lasers.
If you drop them to regular large,
That's still 16 heat.
hey, you can run and shoot. It's better than you won't be able to shoot the ER large and the LRMs. And no, this would be a bad idea. I don't
That's
think
what
this
we
is
mean.
a
We
good
separate. Okay, Mech Warrior, we've separated your weapons into 2 buttons.
idea.
Okay,
Lasers,
where is this book?
missile. Which one?
I'm looking for my copy of Mercs from
you got
15 years ago.
15 years ago. Okay. 115, 110. Argyle saying, yeah, there's things we can do. Okay. Well, I was just spitballing here, as they say.
And then you can have the Intersphere version of that one weird Mad Cat Comstar head of cobbled together parts. I mean, hey, that's what an Omni-Mech is supposed to be there. It's why you can't swap out the gyro. It's because it's supposed to be able to compensate for changes in the internal balance or external balance in the case of battle armor, which is another thing that can't
causes
do.
issues.
Because even the mag clamp squads slow down the mech that they're attached to.
Yep, mag clamps will slow you down. It's the regular battle armor with the and olds that can do it. We're going to do a last one, but I don't know which one would be fun to do or funny to do. You guys have an idea of a funny mech that we could try to mess with?
That would be fun to just like, okay, here's your special mech that I remember you using. You absolutely loved beating the clans with, and now we're going to take away all of that technology you used and throw it back to the Succession Wars. The Malice.
It's Tanky that said that earlier. Ooh, that's not good. This is very not good.
Well, at least it isn't the
because it has a 400 XL. It's very not good.
And then so it has to go 3.5. You're going to need to slow it down.
I'm only 31 tons over.
Okay. Ooh, here's my account. Purchase
4LB5X.
In library.
Oh,
library.
This is the P shooter version. So we're going to swap those up with regular AC5s. And then regular medium lasers.
Because here's my problem right now. I've taken out all the weapons. And I've got 9 tons left.
It has to go 3.5. There's no way. It just can't be 4.6 at 100 tons.
I could put like 8 medium lasers on it.
No.
It has to go 3.5. There's no way to go 4.6 on a 100 tonner without an XL engine. There's just like the Charger.
Wow. I forgot I even bought that bundle.
Gavin, the penetrator would be too easy to do because it already adds like no weight saving technology outside the double heat sinks.
So you have 2 large lasers and then
2 large
instead of medium
6 mediums, lasers. 6 mediums and 6 extra heat sinks. And then a machine gun instead of the anti-missile.
So what is that? It is there's another one that's like that. It's an energy version of the Rifleman.
Mm-hmm.
What am I thinking? Lancelot.
Yeah.
That would be the Lancelot.
Lancelot doesn't jump, though. It has a PPC. It
always has a PPC. It seems to really like that PPC. This is something.
I mean, at that point, if it goes 3.5, with an AC5 with 4 AC5s.
So what's its job is to just fire those AC5s forever? You don't need that many heats.
I mean, you're still running out if you're shooting medium lasers, but it's basically a very big rifleman.
Oh.
What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm hearing someone panicking here.
No, I'm not panicking. It is a straight up reprint.
Oh. Of the previous book of the mech.
Yes.
Like word
It's
for
off.
word.
It's off by 2 pages. I'm sorry.
No, you're not sorry. We can hear you're not sorry with your laughing. Stop laughing.
Yeah, okay. The first 19 pages are the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a slight change somewhere in between 20 and 22.
Oh, well. See, it's not a straight reprint. It's fine.
And then everything's just 2 pages after that.
Oh. So they added 2 pages.
Yeah, somewhere. So, like, the Blue Star regulars are on page 26 of the new book. In the old book, they were on page 24.
You cannot see how much I'm face palming right now.
They used the same fiction.
This book is late by 6 months. This book is late by 6 months.
And it's a
Hell were
reprint.
they doing?
It's a reprint.
This is where you ask the teacher for an extension and then still plagiarize it.
Not because I've seen that happen multiple times in college, but you know, I will never not laugh at that girl that was in her final year of an education program and got busted for plagiarizing the teacher's own work.
Okay, at least they changed the art up.
The art, okay, so that's what took an extra 6 months.
Are there any quad mechs that would be fun? Or are they just... Because they are old tech, but they just kind of languish because everyone just kind of side-eyed them.
Well, the original Xantos is actually not that bad. It's just weird. Let's just go baller here. We'll end with this one. Tarantula. Actually,
This is a fine thing for mercenaries.
It's a fun mech.
Great, as long as I'm not the one that has to be inside it.
Exactly. I mean, 2 medium lasers, a streak 2. It has armor. I'm not gonna say it has a lot of armor, but it has armor, and it's fast. See, it's for a regular merc outfit, it wouldn't be that terrible.
Easy to pilot, so we give it to the new meat.
Stupid Nitro.
Extended torso twist, so as a quad, I can actually torso twist.
It has the ability to actually torso twist. Yes. Well, it's able to torso twist one X side, which is reasonable, better than a regular quad. I mean, I like the Tarantula, and I liked it in MechWarrior 2. When it showed up, me and my brother, we originally thought that was a clan mech, because in MechWarrior 2, it has a pair of ER mediums and a clan streak 4 or something like that. It was just very nasty and very fast. Was it good? Well, it was 25 tons. That's what you needed to know. And you had to cheat to get it.
Make it like a version of the 4A, so it's just a PPC that moves really quickly and actually has some armor.
Problem
But
is,
with-
switching to a fusion, we're already 4 tons over.
Ooh, so it can't go that 812.
Well, swap it for a regular 2 because it can't be
Or
a
not an
streak
SR,
2.
not an SRT.
Okay, if it's an SRT, it'd be funnier. But okay, let's put a weapon that actually works.
And then you're probably going to end up taking Infernos on that, but that's your
Okay.
instant smoke screen.
Mm-hmm. 1610, I mean, it's gonna overeat, but I mean, you can. Ooh, I thought lowering the speed by 1 would save us enough weight. It
1.5
doesn't. We're a ton and a half
That's,
over.
that's still 711.7, so that is moving at like with the Assassin's profile.
Just don't get
On the
shot.
Locust.
Just don't get shot.
Congratulations, you have created the Hussar.
It has more armor than the Hussar. I am not kidding. I think it has more armor than the Hussar. Especially the Succession War Hussar.
Oops, sorry.
Succession War Hussar.
Like a special version of the Spider.
Well, it is called the Tarantula, so, you know.
It's kind of like the Spider, except the Spider just has those 2 medium lasers and then also goes...
No, it's 812. 8.
Yeah.
The Hussar has a ton and a half of armor, okay? You have double the armor of a Hussar.
So, new is what?
And it goes 711.7 while the Hussar is 914. See, it's a very different mech. I'm actually fine with this for Succession War.
Just don't get hit.
Just don't get it. It's that simple. Just don't get it.
You give it to the new guy anyways and tell him it's fine, we'll be with you.
Just don't get it. You'll be fine. Just don't get it.
What other ones would we give to like the new guy? The other ones with easy to pilot.
Stingers.
Like I would give them the Chameleon, but the Chameleon doesn't
No, the
have enough
Chameleon's too
protection.
expensive. You don't want to. Like I said, the Stinger. The Stinger is easy to pilot, but it has a cramped cockpit, so it evens out.
I was thinking it was the Chameleon because it does have easy to pilot. 50-tonner, that's 696 is ideal, but it just doesn't have enough protection for me to justify someone who isn't an expert.
All right, so Fubal's going through the book. The art's
Okay,
different,
so-
you said?
Some of
that.
it. Hold on. I just wanted to get to. I was only going to show the front, but then I was scrolling through it real quick.
Mhm.
So this is the current book that just released. All right. So if somebody wants to screenshot that,
Trying to
okay, give me a second.
maximize it for stream.
Nope, hold on.
That's fine.
And then let me go to window. It is called is it this one. Share. Let me see if this is right. Yeah. This is the old one. And there we go. I'm on the right page, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a second, I'll share your screen. Doesn't even
And
look
bring
different.
up the screen.
And they've got the same. You said they have the same fluff pieces.
Story. Yep, same story. Like you said, this is 6 months late, and it is literally a reprint.
Hey, Bandai.
Shake them down for lunch money, please.
Just go see Lauren and tell him like, hey, we're taking the market. See you later. There's nothing. Who's the editor on this one? No, that's the new. That's the old one you're looking at, I think. Or is that?
Oh yeah. Well, let's see how many names have changed. Aaron
Oh, that's-
Cahal was the editor of the first one.
It'll have to be the same if it's a reprint.
You would assume. Oops, I closed. Great, give me a second.
Well, it's Scroggins that did the cover of the new one.
Yes. And I think I said before that I was afraid.
You're breaking up probably because you're trying to open those PDFs at the same time. We're gonna go over that Merck's book next week probably.
Yeah. So they still gave Aaron Cahal his credit, but then they added Mark Riggleman as the person who came in and
edited the editing. Yeah. But it's probably like everything else the same name except for the art. That's Scroggins. Like,
yeah.
God.
Up until
they're not
page
winning.
81.
They're not winning this one.
Yeah. You know, I said the same thing about the Kurita book. It was almost a word for word reprint.
Maybe the rules addendum section is going to be different, which is
that's the only thing because that's the big changes because that's where they went to all the Alpha Strike.
All right, we will look at this book next week. That is what we're going to do next week, probably, unless
and yell at CGL more. What do you mean you delayed this for updating? Is it even just the playtest rules being updated, or is it just?
No, we will have to see. We will have to see. All right, everyone. I hope you guys have a very nice rest of your evening. I am going to get ready for sleep if I want to be able to work tomorrow. Once again, we had a bit of fun tonight. There is a video on the Titsang. I said Titsang, I think, for most of the video, so I'll go with that.
Basically, General Tso's chicken,
the General Tsao chicken, the good Axeman. We'll go with that definition. We've got that dropping tomorrow. Next week should be the Marshal because I've got it written up and I've got it painted up. I've done painting the my Marshals today. I'll probably take pictures of them tomorrow. So everybody have fun.
Mine.
And I will see everyone later. Bye-bye.